You throw on a heavy leather jacket and lace up some scuffed combat boots. You look in the mirror and completely expect to see this rugged, hardened woodsman staring back.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It is that expectation of a totally instant transformation. I mean, it is like putting a lift kit on a minivan or something. It looks off-road ready, but the engine has not changed at
Yeah,
all.
exactly. That captures the disconnect perfectly. Because
Yeah.
you step outside and, well, you are still just you. The boots do not magically give you the ability to chop wood or handle a crisis with perfect calm.
No, they definitely do not.
So today's mission in this deep dive is to unpack the article we are discussing. We want to separate the visual language of rugged style from the actual character traits of rugged behavior.
Yeah, and we really want to help you build a wardrobe that authentically reflects who you actually are instead of who you might just be pretending to be.
Right. So let's start with a really striking data point from the article we are discussing. Because researchers at Princeton actually found it takes people just 130 milliseconds to judge your traits. Things like competence, based entirely on your clothing.
Wow, yeah, just milliseconds. And the mechanism behind that is purely evolutionary. The brain is basically using clothing as a heuristic.
Like a mental shortcut.
Exactly, a shortcut to rapidly assess if someone is a threat or an ally before our conscious mind even catches up. And even when participants were explicitly told to ignore the clothes, they just could not override that hardwiring.
That is wild.
Right, so clothing creates these instant expectations, but at the end of the day, it is your behavior that ultimately convinces people.
It is a lot like a movie trailer. I mean, you see a trailer with huge explosions and dramatic music and a really gritty protagonist. It promises this epic, intense action film. That trailer is basically the leather jacket.
Oh, I really like that analogy.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you sit in the theater and the actual movie, which is your behavior, is just full of hesitation and nervousness and completely avoiding responsibility, you feel totally cheated as an audience. The movie just did not deliver on the trailer's bold promise.
Exactly. And just like a really bad movie, a costume cannot hide a weak plot. It is all about psychological congruence. When you dress rugged, people subconsciously expect capability and resilience. They expect composure under pressure.
Right, they want the whole package.
Yeah, true ruggedness is a reputation built over time through actual resilient actions. So if your actions contradict those visual traits, the outfit just instantly becomes a costume.
Okay, so if behavior is the actual movie,
Yeah,
the clothes are still the trailer drawing people in.
yeah.
So how did items like denim or heavy flannel become the standard trailer for a rugged man in the first place?
Well, it really comes down to how historical utility practically hijacked our modern style standards. I mean, these garments were not designed in a fashion house by any means.
Right, they were for actual physical work.
Exactly. They were functional tools for laborers and pilots and woodsmen. Because those fabrics survived brutal physical work without tearing, the style just became culturally hardwired to men doing difficult, demanding things.
So the utility came first, and the style just followed.
Spot on. Yeah.
But wait, if this whole aesthetic is based on literal lumberjacks and pilots, do you not naturally need broad shoulders and a muscular build to actually pull off a flannel? Like, do I need to look like a bodybuilder for this to even work?
No, not at all. That is actually a massive myth. You do not need a massive physique. It all comes down to a strict rule from the article we are discussing, which is to prioritize fit over fashion.
Okay, fit over fashion.
Yeah, it is part of a broader framework called the 4 Fs. That is fit, fabric, function, and form, but fit is the absolute anchor. Your body type, whether you have a trapezoid or a rectangle or an oval physique, does not restrict you from looking rugged.
Oh, wow. So it's not about forcing yourself into a specific physical mold then.
Right, proper fit just creates the right silhouette for your specific frame. So a well-fitted overshirt on a rectangle body actually projects far more confidence than a tight, ill-fitting leather jacket on an athletic build.
That makes a lot of sense. People are looking at the whole vibe.
Exactly. Observers are evaluating the complete picture. The man and his posture and his composure matter far more than his tape measurements.
Authentic style really does start with identity and not imitation. It is definitely not about cosplay or buying a persona off the rack.
Yeah, it is about matching your outward appearance to your internal reality. You really have to let your behavior do the heavy lifting that no garment ever could.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So thinking back to our movie trailer analogy for a second, if true ruggedness is defined by composure under pressure and practical capability rather than just what you were wearing,
Right.
could the most genuinely rugged person in the room actually be the one wearing a tailored suit?
Right.
That is something for you to ponder until our next deep dive.